Alright, so the patch notes just dropped. Alright, let's take a look at the 5-star. Lian is a support esper who can protect her allies with shield and healing. Her first ability is Droplet Attack, deals damage to one enemy based on attack and max HP. Has a chance of inflicting attack down for 2 turns, then grants recovery to the ally with the lowest HP percent for 2 turns. Alright, that's standard attack Parmes S1, except that it's max HP scaling and has attack down. Her ability 2, Bubble Bath, deals damage to one enemy 4 times based on an attack, and max HP, has a chance of reducing enemies AP, and healing the ally with the lowest HP percent. Healing is based on Lian's max HP. After Ascension, it also increases AP of the ally being healed. Okay, so the targeting for the S2 is kind of like Ahmed's healing, where it targets lowest HP. Her third ability, Protective Foam, grants Lian Dream Bubble for 2 turns. Grants all allies defense up and shield for 2 turns. Shield strength is based on Lian's max HP. Dream Bubble, Undispellable, Incapacitated. Oh, it's kind of like Sally with her Sweet Harvest thing. So Dream Bubble, Undispellable, Incapacitated, Immune to controls, increases all enemies miss rate. Ooh, okay. Okay, I can already tell her resonance is gonna start with this one. Increases all enemies miss rate, heals an ally after they take a hit, triggers once per target turn. Healing is based on Lian's max HP. When a teammate falls, revives and heals them for a certain percentage of their max HP, and this effect ends. Wait, it doesn't have any turns. No, it's up for 2 turns on her. So if allies dies within that 2 turns, her effect ends and then she revives that ally. She doesn't have any cleanse or anything. So yeah, let's see. R1, Protective Foam, shield plus 10%. Protective Foam is her S3. Okay. R2, a new effect is added to Protective Foam, grants an extra turn when Dream Bubble ends. This is the problem with non-R6 Sally, by the way. If you run her at non-R6, she wastes, after the Sweet Harvest ends, she wastes an entire turn to get her turn back before she can actually do something. So R6 Sally is super weak. Because of that fact, she wastes an entire turn to get back to her turn before she does anything. This sort of fixes Lian in a way that as soon as the effect ends, she will instantly get an extra turn. And then R4, when granting shield strength equals plus 30%. A new effect is added to Protective Foam, gains, yep, same as Sally. Like I said, this one is going to be very huge depending on how big the miss rate up actually is. And since this Dream Bubble is undispellable, it's the same as Sally's Sweet Harvest. Instead of giving damage reduction of 25%, she's now giving miss rate up for 25%, which is huge. So her R6 is going to be where it's at. Her R2 also helps her a little bit, that she can cycle way better. But R0, I don't think she's going to be anything crazy, because once again, it's the same problem with R0, below R6 Sally, that when you incapacitate themselves, they will require a full extra turn to get their turn back. Alright, so we have limited time echo event for Lian, Ggez. So if you don't have him, you can actually just pick him up in like a wish pool, but if you want resonance on him, I would advise to go against that. Again, Ggez is already good at R0, you don't really need his resonance. And then Hyde is very resonance hungry, but he's already like slowly phasing out of the meta. He's still really good at R6, but if you're not going for like R6, he's not really that good. Oh, limited time probability up event for Tever. As soon as they buff him, the next patch they rated him up. Should you summon for Tever? I think so. He's gonna be like one of the best esper for RTA. He's also pretty good in point war if you can make the team work, and for knockout as well. PvE, I still use him in my APAP team, which is 9 turns, so yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, I want to see this one. Limited time Treasured Echoes event. Attend the Treasured Echoes event to get designated legendary espers. Unlocks after acquiring 10 or more legendary esper. Acquire carefully by consume the attempts to draw espers from non-legendary shimmer options. exclude espers in the current time limited pool. Players can select one esper from the option they consume. So I don't know if this is going to be espers that you own or it's any esper. If the Flaming Echo, you can get any esper that you don't own that is within the pool. So it's not like the Rezo pool where you need to have that esper in order to put that esper in the slot. So I don't know if this is going to be completely random when you open the slots, but I don't know if those slots will only be available for espers that you own or espers that you don't own. Hopefully it's that espers that you don't own as well. And then Celestial Anomaly Withering Flame will continue to run until August 8th. During this time, players can still join battle. Okay. Alright, this is very important. When this season concludes, unused Chromarks in the inventory will be converted into gold at the ratio of 1 to 300. So make sure to use your Chromarks. They don't carry over. Okay, they actually buffed Sonic Rift. Now we have floors 13 to 16 and they're gonna give more Experiment. And then optimize the calculation of increase and decrease damage taken for abilities. So I think this one is going to be like damage reduction. Damage reduction in this game is super weird. It's like additional. It's like addition instead of multiplicative. So like for example, if you have a Everett plus Sally in your team, then you're gonna have like 45% damage reduction instead of multiplicative, right? So 25% and then 20% of that. She looks like Sally, but instead of cleansing or anything or giving damage reduction, she gives miss rate up. Depending on how big this miss rate up is, her R6 effect is going to be massive, because then she is going to be another unit that is going to be very, very good for counter cleaving. Cleaving is all about creating your enemies. If you don't crit, and most importantly, if you miss, that's going to affect your damage significantly. So players with like R6 Lian can put her in the defense and then hope that the enemies miss on them. So yeah, the meta is moving towards like speed cleaving once again. So her R6 is going to be massive. Yeah, that's about it. Ciao.